Hi everyone, welcome to 2024. Happy New Year. If you don't know me, my name is Delilah, aka ASSASSINA. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my top 10 most anticipated games of 2024. Honestly, 2023 was so fire that I still feel like I have a lot of catching up to do. So I'm kind of not upset that 2024 looks like a weaker year. In fact, most of the games that I'm about to list are probably gonna get delayed. I was actually surprised some of them were even on like Nintendo or PlayStation's or GameSpot or GameStop's like upcoming releases of 2024 because I didn't think they had a release year or window, but they do, and so I added them. But I have a strong feeling that maybe 70% of these games are gonna get delayed, or I might not even play them, honestly, because 2023 I couldn't get through all the games. I mean, who could get through every game every year? But even the ones that I'm really looking forward to, I still am not able to get through. So it's gonna be no different here. And plus, I really want to use some time to play some classics. I really miss playing retro games, and because there's been so many new games, it's kind of been hard to go back. So that's kind of my thinking for this year. I don't have like this hype level. There's certain games that I'm very hype about, and they're probably gonna be within the top like 7 space. But when I get to like 8 or 9, I don't know. I can do with or without them. If they get delayed, I'm not going to be upset. So that's kind of where my headspace is at for 2024. I just want to play the old stuff. I want all developers to take like a year off and just chill so I can catch up. But anyway, I'm also going to list like a bunch of other ones outside of my top 10 that I'm looking forward to, or that I'll have my eye on to see if it's something I'm actually going to play. How I navigate getting games is I don't pre-order anything unless I know I'm absolutely going to play it no matter what. But I usually wait for reviews to come out before I actually pre-order it to see if the game is good, because I've been let down too many times where I just don't bother pre-ordering games until the reviews are out and everything's like clear. All right, let's get to it. So number 10, I'm not honestly really looking forward to, but because there weren't that many games, I put it on here, which is Star Wars Outlaws. Now, I don't like that Ubisoft is working on this game, but I'm kind of hoping it's fun. I like Star Wars, although I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of burnt out of the IP at this point because Disney Plus has made so many shows and movies and spin-offs and cartoons, and it's too much Star Wars. Same thing with Marvel. Like, Disney really oversaturated those two properties. But they also have a lot of Star Wars games that are in the works or that have come out, but I only really want to play the ones that are my jam. I can't really get into the Lego ones or some of the more cartoony ones I'm not really into. So yeah, I just hope that this isn't just another Ubisoft open world checkmark game like all their games are. I don't mind if it's like that a little bit, but if it's just gonna be go here to this check mark, go there to this check mark, collect this thing, and it has no real substance to the world, which we all know Star Wars is a very rich world, then it's gonna really turn me off. I'm excited but not excited. I'm hoping they do right by it, but at the same time I'm not expecting much because it's Ubisoft, to be honest. Number 9 is a game that got delayed, was supposed to come out in 2023 but came out in 2024, which is Hollow Knight Silksong. And like most of the games that were supposed to come out in previous years, honestly my hype for it has kind of died down because it keeps getting delayed, and I don't mind that games get delayed. I just never am sure if they're actually going to come out this year, so I can't really be hyped for it. Either that or we just haven't seen enough, and I think Hollow Knight Silksong falls into this camp because this is a game that I'm just looking forward to simply because Hollow Knight is awesome, and that's considering I haven't played it for a very long time, and I honestly never finished it, so I kind of have to wrap that up before I can even get to this. So again, my excitement is kind of like on the fence. I know it's going to be good when it comes out simply because Hollow Knight was great. I absolutely adored the art style and the challenging combat, and a new Hollow Knight game has been a long time coming, to be honest. Number 8 is a game that honestly, it's so funny. If PlayStation was like, oh, this game's gonna be moved to 2024 in 2024, like the beginning of January 2024, they were like, oh yeah, it got delayed to 2024. Yeah, like, yeah, no shit, PlayStation, you thought we were gonna like go back in time and actually release it in 2023? Like, we all knew. It's fine. It's Stellar Blade. Move aside, Bayonetta, lol. Just kidding, don't kill me. Bayonetta 3 sucked, but 1 and 2 were fantastic. That's my thoughts. That's it. That's my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Jiggle physics, hack and slash. I really don't know what more to say about this game. All right, number 7, I'm actually really looking forward to, but again, this is a game that kept getting delayed and delayed, where my hype for it has sort of died down a little bit, which is Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Hellblade 1 had top-notch sound design, and I'm ready to experience the auditory hallucinations hallucination of Senua as they guide and hinder her journey. The graphics seem to be enhanced, and I'm hoping the combat is much better. Could this be the game that justifies all of the Microsoft acquisitions? Let's see. Number 6, I'm actually really looking forward to. Like, this is where like my hype starts to go up a little bit, and that's Little Nightmares 3. Oh my god. This series is fantastic, and Little Nightmares 2 ended in a truly fucked up way. Like, so messed up that I'm so curious to see where this game is gonna go. I love the creepy art design and the cool puzzles. I really hope that this game releases around Halloween so that we can all get spooky together. Number 5 is Hades 2. Now, truthfully, I haven't played catch up on Hades 1, but I really enjoyed what I played. I only played a few runs. I beat the first boss, and that's about it. I got to the second level and stopped. Not because I didn't like it. Again, there's just no time for everything. And I know I should prioritize this because it's a great game and it has so many accolades and it's beloved, but I don't know, I just didn't have time. So I'll get around to it. Hopefully, like I said, this year is a little slower so that I can play catch up. But yeah, the first game is easily one of the best roguelikes, and I imagine the sequel will be the same. Number 4, I've had on my list since 2021. I took it off, I think last year or the past 2 years, probably just last year, which is Black Myth Wukong. The thing about this game is it kept getting delayed, so I removed it. Then it got bad press around the development team. Apparently they like don't want women to play their game or something like that. I don't even know. Whatever. This game looks really cool. And now that it finally has a release date, it's back on my list. The enemy design is on From Software levels, and the combat seems awesome. Plus, I really adore Journey to the West. Number 3, I actually had no idea it was gonna come out this year. Like, they didn't put a release year or anything. But when I looked at PlayStation Blog's list of games that are releasing in 2024, this was on it. So I guess it's safe to say that they're trying to release it this year, although probably not. They probably just did that for investors, but whatever. I'll put it because I am looking forward to this game for whenever it comes out, which is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, the remake for Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 3 had an incredibly heart-wrenching ending, a final boss fight that would go to influence many future games, and a group of unforgettable bosses that could be tackled in the most creative ways. Who doesn't want to see Revolver Ocelot's meow, Major Rykov's underwear, and Big Boss kicking Snake's ass endlessly, remade with modern technology? I just hope those damn frogs aren't a pain in the ass to collect anymore. Number 2, just like Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, is also a game that I had no idea would be releasing this year. I thought it was going to be like much later. It didn't have a release year when it was announced, at least I don't remember that, which is Silent Hill 2 Remake. Well, Silent Hill 2 is a cult classic, and seeing James Sunderland's Nightmare with graphical enhancements, oh, and of course, the good old Pyramid Head's butt, sounds like a good time. I doubt it's actually gonna release this year, but oh my god, Silent Hill 2 is such a great game, and to add the modern technology to this game is gonna make it creepier than ever, because for a game that's all pixelated and shit, it's actually very scary even playing it today. So I imagine adding enhanced graphics to it will just make it even more unsettling. At least I hope so. We all know that they tried to remake Silent Hill 2 before and it wound up being really terrible, so hopefully they do it right this time. I don't really have much faith in Bloober Team because I didn't really like some of their more recent games, but I imagine Konami put it in Bloober Team's hand for a reason, so we'll see. But honestly, the trailer looked really good. And number 1 is a game that I can confidently say I'm very excited for. Not only does it have a release date, and not only is it just around the corner, and not only is it the continuation of a game that I absolutely adored when it released. I think it was like my top 3 of the year release, which I believe was 2020, which is Final Fantasy Rebirth. Absolutely adored the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1, and now the group has finally left Midgar and things will open up and we can walk up walls with chocobos. I have no idea what twists are going to come, but the theories are wild. I'm so ready, but please don't kill Tifa. So that's it with my top 10. Now, the other games that I am looking forward to or that I have my eye on because I like the trailers that have released for it, or I'm a fan of the IP that they're making a game on, or I played previous games in the series, such as Tekken 8, Dragon's Dogma 2, The Plucky Squire, 33 Immortals, Princess Peach Showtime, Persona 3 Reload, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Helldivers 2, The Outlast Trials, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, South Park Snow Day, Avowed, Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl, Tomb Raider Remaster 1 through 3, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, Foam Stars, and of course the game that I'm honestly most looking forward to is a DLC. It's a DLC to Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. Like, please. Yeah. gonna cry. I love Elden Ring so much. Anyway, that was my list. I'm not confident in this list. More so than any year, I am not confident in this list. Mostly because, like I said, I don't believe that most of these games were released this year. Some of the games that I have on here, I haven't seen enough of to really say confidently that it's gonna be great. Also, some of these games have gotten delayed for so long that my hype has actually dissipated. So it's a weird year. I feel very weird about this list. So let me know the games that you're anticipating the most. If I missed any games, feel free to let me know, because again, this year, I don't know, all of the lists were all over the place. Like, none of them matched one-to-one. I feel like some lists were missing some games. There were some games on the PlayStation blog list that weren't on like GameSpot's list, and it was just kind of a mess. I had to do way too much research for this. Normally, one resource is enough for me to do this kind of video, but I had to look at a bunch. So I might be wrong about some of these games. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get delayed. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. I hope you guys have an amazing 2024. Of course, everything has ups and downs, so don't expect everything to be perfect. But just know that when it goes down, it'll come up. Okay, goodbye.